AskReddit by Molecure asks what screams insecurity but most people don't realize. When you achieve something or improve your life in any way, and their first instinct is to tease or make fun of you, it actually screams instant jealousy. I went back to school and a judgmental friend said, "Wow, how old will you be when you're done?" I said probably the same age I'd be if I never went back. Always having something negative to say when something good happens to someone else. For example, "Oh, you're going to hate that new job," or "they should have done X instead." Just be happy that someone else is happy. When they found a point that makes them look better than the other person and continue to overstay on that point. Edit. The situation is subjective, and I'm talking about the situation whereby the person punches down on someone to make themselves feel good. I did not mean for a person who requires positive affirmations. Sounds a lot like the one-upper. Those people are annoying, but it definitely screams insecurity. Never apologizing. Some people will twist the story, change the way it happened and retell it so convincingly that they'll believe their own nonsense but will never apologize. I struggle with this into my early 30s. Not from a place of narcissism or gaslighting, I hope, but something that came out during therapy. My dad would frequently say sorry isn't good enough to me whenever I did something bad or wrong. It really punched me in the face when I realized that him instilling into me that apologizing wasn't good enough really made it hard for me to do that as an adult. Therapy is wild, man. Edit. I'll clarify because I'm seeing it a lot in the comments. This would be a good sentiment like actions speak louder than words, except he never taught me that. He ended the conversation with "sorry isn't good enough" instead of telling me why it wasn't good enough. There was no lesson to be learned at my young age, because he wasn't teaching one. He also absolutely hated any kind of defense excuse, whether or not I was in the right. It was always obey me out of love or obey me out of fear, your choice. Constantly talking shit on other people for an inflated sense of self-worth. Used to have a friend that was really fixated on bad-mouthing a specific girl. With time I realized that everything my friend hated about this other girl were things she actually did as well, so she was just insecure about her own flaws and projecting. That friendship didn't last long. Taking a situation that was never about you or had you involved in it and somehow making it all about yourself and playing victim, even though you had meddle in it and make yourself the victim. My wife's boss fired someone recently and has been going on for 3 days about how hard it was to do that, even calling my wife at home to profess her broken emotional state over it. Girl, you weren't the one who got fired before Christmas, and you cold awaited the 2 weeks if it's so much on your conscience. Explaining how smart you are. One with your intellect just cannot comprehend the astute difference of my mental superiority. Ridiculing other people's achievements. Yeah, but like, is it even a big deal to be queen of the grapes? Like, what even is that? Mocking, overly criticizing others. Insulting your friend in front of others to be cool. I was friends with a guy, back in my high school days, who did that in the company of girls he liked. And we all made fun of each other, as friends do, but as soon as a girl he liked was around he would straight up start insulting people in hopes he will tarnish their opinion of us so he would have a better chance with her. It was fucking annoying. On the flip side, being open about your insecurities and really trying to overcome them is a great character trait. I see a lot of comments here branding common insecurities as red flags, and I don't think one should consider insecurities inherently evil. Being insecure doesn't make you a bad person. It's how you let your struggles control you that defines whether they are problematic or not. Edit. Here comes a cliche, but thanks for all the awards. I actually wrote this message the night before my birthday and didn't expect anyone to read it, so waking up to all the wholesome messages and positivity was a very nice present. Thank you all. That is something I only realized as I got older. Everyone has their hang-ups. What I look for in a person is if they have insight into their issues and they are working to make themselves better. Having no insight into yourself and your issues is bad, but not as bad as having the insight and refusing to change your behaviors for the better. Jealousy over little things. Ain't nobody ever gotten jealous over my penis. When they can give you shit all day but can't take it back whatsoever. You're bald. Comma shrug. So are you. I'll kill you. Putting other people down and bragging. Never trust a friend who speaks ill of his comrades. Mocking other people's insecurity. It's usually projection.